In our first Algebra 2 video, we are just going to lay the groundwork for our study of Algebra 2 by getting a lot of definitions out of the way. All of these will be in the attached PDF on the topic board for your classwork, but it's good to go over them together and make sure we all know what we mean when we say certain words. First thing I want to look at is what a relation is, the domain, and the range. You may have heard these terms before. A relation is just a set of ordered pairs. So any kind of x comma y. And any list of those values, any set of those values we call a relation. That's an important term. That's the most general thing we can have is a relation. When we talk about any relation, the domain is the set of all the first numbers or x values of the ordered pairs, and the range is the y values. So domain, range, x, y, input, output. Lots of ways to think about it. What's great is these are all kind of married together. Domain goes with range, x goes with y, input goes with output. Whatever it is, though, they always follow the alphabetical order. D comes before R, X comes before Y, I comes before O. So when we talk about domain and range, it's really important that you know domain means X, range means Y. Another important concept is the idea of a function. This is a very mathy definition, but if we just break it down, function is a mathematical relation such that each element of the domain of the function is associated with exactly one element of the range. In order for a relation to be a function, no two ordered pairs may have the same first element. That's we might want to say no two unique ordered pairs. So if they're different ordered pairs, they can't have the same first element. Notice it doesn't say that they have to go to different y values. They just have to go to 1. So when we look at relations, here's all the relations in the world. Functions are a subset of these. These are functions. And with functions, the special property is that for every x in the function, it only goes to one y. You can't have an x mapped to multiple different y values. So you can have different x values like 1, 2, and then 3, 2, 8, 2. That is a function. Even though all these y values are the same, it's a function because we've got this x value that goes to 2. We've got this x value that goes to 2. And we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got this x value that goes to 2, if this is the x value and this is the y-axis. What wouldn't be a function is if we added the point 1, -3. That would be down here, and that wouldn't work because now you have the same x value going to two different y values. That's not allowed. Exactly one element of the function, element of the range of the function for any element in the domain. A really easy way to test graphically if you have a function, if you're looking at a graph of a relation, is to use what's called the vertical line test. So that idea of one x value going to exactly one y value, if that were not true, then you would be able to draw a vertical line that would hit the graph in more than one spot. So just by looking at these graphs, you can tell this is a function. There's no vertical line I could draw that would hit this red function in more than one place. This is the function y equals the absolute value of x. There's no vertical line I could draw that would hit the function in more than one place. It doesn't matter if it's only one vertical line that does it. Any vertical line, it's not a function. This would not be a function. This could be a point like -2, 2, and this could be the point -2, -2. Do you see that the x values are going to be the same because they're aligned on this vertical line. So even though right here it only hits it once, doesn't matter. If it hits anywhere more than once, then this is not a function. It is a relation, but not a function. That's really it for our first lesson. Some short exercises in class on dealing with domain and range of functions, dealing with mapping functions. Can you create a table of x and y values? And then can you look at pictures and tell me if we have a function? There's going to be some work with our graphing calculator, so we're going to bring that to class tomorrow. You have to have a graphing calculator tomorrow. It's just going to help us move forward. And then the last thing is there is a pre-test at the beginning of this lesson that I want you to do and turn in, which I will grade for correctness, but not put a grade in the grade book. But I want you to see where you're at on those basic skills moving forward. Hope you have a good night. Talk to you soon. Peace.